Hey guys, Zollard here, back again with another review, and today we are having a look at the Skeleton Warriors Prince Lightstar figure. Now, probably thinking, Overlord, didn't you do this already, like, I don't know, give or take a couple years ago? Yes, I did, but, I'm choosing to go back and have a look at some of the action figure lines that I looked at when I first started out, because now, with my intro, all my special editing I do, and my lighting particularly, because the lighting wasn't too great on some of these reviews. There was too much, too little. Sad thing for the skeleton part, it was mostly too little. The lighting wasn't that great, and so plus I have music in the background and copyright and all that junk. I have a few friends who could tell you about that. But with that in mind, I will link to the original reviews in the description once I get around to editing. I know people have commented on my gargoyles ones. Where's the link? I haven't gotten around to doing that. I've been back in school for 3 days now. It's going to be my first week, so maybe over the weekend. It's Sunday when I'm filming this, but the next weekend, I suppose, I will try to edit some things. I probably could have done it yesterday, but I either forget or I just don't see the necessary need to do it. But regardless, I will get on the move with that. But Prince Lightstar here comes with a few accessories, of course. We will look at those first. One of them is a sort of a rifle deal. Pretty cool, and it shoots a missile. Pretty daggum hard. And it's probably one of the more realistic looking guns. I know the missile looks kind of wonky in there. I just pull them out, and the trigger is actually the trigger on the gun, so that's there. Now you can see it right there. So it looks a little bit more realistic, I'll say. And then he also comes with a couple of things. I don't have him holding. He has a little knife, which bringing him back in here, lifting up this arm. You can hold if you want. Typically you would probably hold it like that. The guard is there, so I don't know, because then it also is almost straight. But then again, who really holds a knife like that? Then he's got a skeleton tracker thingy. I'm not sure how you would hold this, but I just found out something this year, actually. These stupid things open. I had no idea. I've had 2 of them for 2 years and 3 of them for almost a year now, and I just found out they opened. So you can hold it, you can be like Baron Darks out there. I'm gonna beat the snot out of them, but they do close, of course. And then he has nowhere to put the dagger. I kind of wish he did. I didn't see one when I got him, so I didn't throw it out like Dr. Cyborn's mace. Actually, I recycled it, so at least it didn't get wasted. He also has a sword. But don't you just hate that you throw out an accessory and you're like, I needed that. So I'm keeping my eyes out for at least a cheap one or a replacement mace for mine, because I know some of you guys would probably scoop up that in a trade. Either way, Lightstar has a sword as well. Kind of looks like reminds me of a lightsaber, something like that. Kind of looks like an Optimus Prime sword. It's got the same color. But that's it for weapons. Now, articulation. These guys are practically first edition Marvel Legends articulation. So they got the swivel in the head. Granted, it's not a ball joint, but what are you going to do? Another thing I want to point out, his cape is removable, so for the sake of the articulation, we'll move that out of the way. And he's also got pin and sockets at the shoulder. He's got a swivel in the bicep over here and a hinge in the elbow. It's just a hinge in the elbow and the pin and socket shoulder over here, no bicep swivel. What are you going to do? No good place to hide the cut. And then he also has a waist swivel, as well as sort of ball jointed hips. They almost seem Y jointed, but they're close to a T, to where you can have them not do too big of a spread eagle. He can ride vehicles, in other words. But they do seem like they're on a bit of a V cut, or some kind of crazy swivel joint. That or the swivel is really up in there. And it feels like the swivel is really up in there, and then he's got sort of like rib cages on his, well, a rib cage on this leg. And then he's got hinge knees, and that's it. That's all for articulation. And we're going to give him his cape back. And he does have a blue gem there, so pretty cool. I typically display him with his sword. I gave him his knife so I wouldn't lose it. If we can get it in his hand. There we are. There you go. Now for a quick size comparison, or at least a quick-ish. Here is the next figure we'll be able to look at. Grim Skull. His brother in the TV show. Why is he leaning forward? I don't know. As you can see, they're about the same. I keep my hand there. And the guy we'll be looking at after Grim Skull, Ursak the Guardian. I'm pulling these guys out just as I pulled them off the shelf for the size comparison part anyway. So if when I review the figures, they do look a little different. That's why. I had some time to fandangle with them. Overall, Prince Lightstar, good figure, good line as well. So I hope you guys enjoyed this review. Stay tuned for the rest of the Skeleton Warriors line. We're going to conclude it with the Skeleton Legion Skull Cycle. And yeah, that's it. Until next time, I'll catch you guys later.